Hi friends, it's Deanna, Central Illinois Zone 6A, and today we're starting with our look over the garden gate. My favorite view, I think. Alright, so we're going to go in, and this is just going to be a full backyard tour. Let me get in, sorry about the air conditioner. Alright, so there's Pistol. He wanted to be in here right off the bat. Right, Pistol? Alright, so, wow. Things are really growing. Things are filling in. Things are giving me lots of color. So let's look real quick at this lilac. So what I was doing was I was limbing it up so that it would have more interesting bark and stems down here that you could see. But because this center piece right here died out, I'm letting these grow back in so that they will hopefully get back up to that middle empty space. And then I'll go back to cutting on the lower branches so that you don't see, so many leaves down in the middle, and you have like a nice, kind of like a, I don't know, I know there's a word for it, it's not coming to me right now. Anyway, limbing it up basically. So if you look at this right here, this is just a collection of pots that I've put together, and the colors on this are just so vibrant. So we have a redhead coleus. We have these white petunias were ones that I grew from seed. These other petunias, which have a purple throat, also I grew from seed. And if you look at that, I just feel like this combination is just so pretty. And then with the blue Helen von Stein lamb's ear in the front, I'm really pleased with it. One thing I'm kind of excited about, I saw today and I just noticed, and maybe, I don't know, maybe yeah, and that's a bloom. Okay, so this is a sweet pea. I grew it from seed. I've never ever had a sweet pea bloom before. So I'm pretty excited about that. I can't wait until this opens up right there. So some of the snapdragons have already finished blooming, and all this right here will turn into seed. And what I'll do is I'll wait until this dries out, which kind of stinks because that looks ugly while it's drying out. But then I'll have all my snapdragon seeds for next year in this pink color. And I have some other ones that are right here, but they have flopped. And snapdragons do that. They flop, and then what they do, let me see if I can show you. Well, they start to like grow from the side on the stem straight up. And so you can actually get some blooms along that stem. Back here is a Joe Pye weed, but it's a miniature Joe Pye weed, but it still should get pretty tall on this fence. I'm really excited to see that, and that's also new. My geraniums that I grew from seed are doing pretty well. The pink right there is not, I did not grow that. That's a bubble gum from Proven Winners. But I feel like with the geranium, it's looking really good, and the white of that sage. Okay, now this is a phlox, and I don't know the variety of it. I have a lot of trouble with phlox in my yard. It yellows and it just doesn't do very well, but for whatever reason this one has done pretty well. I'm excited to see it bloom here soon. Look at my lilac, my Japanese maple. This is a coral bark maple, and let me back up a little here. I just cannot wait. I hope you can see that till that gets up and over the fence and really starts to fill in. Alright, let's kind of go back in here. So here is the New Look Dusty Miller, and the oh, I forgot the blue stuff. It'll come to me. I've tucked in a little interesting coleus right there. I stand back. Look at that pot. Isn't that so pretty? And again, the white ones are ones that were grown from seed. This is a Scaevola in pink, and then this is the pink cashmere. I haven't been having very much luck with that. I don't know. Oh, let me show you this. Look at this. You see that? They're here. Not even July 4th yet, so I'm gonna have to get to taking those off, and I just put them in a bucket of water and drown them. But I love the color of that pot right there. I just love that. All right, if we keep going this way, down here, what I did was I took off the top of this coleus because it was getting really tall and it was shading out that one right there. And I wanted that color to really shine behind that. So I cut that back so that you can let that one grow, and that one is really filling in nicely. Over here, if you look at my bunny, let's get closer to that here. I love this bunny. It is the last thing that I bought with my mom, and I just love it. Look at how pretty that is looking just right there. I love it so much. I'm really hoping this coleus, I'm hoping this thing just gets really big. I've been watering all of my coleus, and really a lot of my anything that's blooming, I've been watering it because I really want the stuff that's in the ground to get bigger. I love the mix of colors that's going on over here. All right, let me kind of take you back the other direction real slowly. So the big group right there, that's going to be the Black-Eyed Susan, and so that's just going to be a huge stand of yellow here shortly. And so this area is just really going to be popping soon. All right, so let me keep going the other way. Really happy with how full this is. Being able to combine the stuff that I started from seed with the stuff that I purchased is just making it so beautiful and full. So this guy's on its way out. I have a different video that has that one in its glory, but this one's about done. Surprisingly, this one over here in the past has not done very well, but this white clematis here getting eaten, but it has done really well this year. Got all the way, almost all the way to the top, so I was pretty pleased with that. So I believe that hosta that's closest to the green mechanical box over there is humpback whale. Alright, so I'm going to keep going this way without stepping on my helper. Alright, so let's get in here. And again, there's a lot of different shades going on here. Look at this coleus. Is that not just glorious? So eventually what I'll probably do is, as that gets a little taller, I'll probably pop that top off and start rooting it again so I could have a few more. And then look at that one. To me, that one looks like Christmas. I just think that it's so fun to have plant stands throughout your garden and get the stuff lifted up so that you can see it better and enjoy it more. And it also keeps, you know, the bunnies from being able to come and eat your stuff. Okay, so things have changed in a big way. So remember when I was talking to you about my lilacs that were kicking the bucket? Well, I did it. I pulled them out. So now I left one, this one right here. I couldn't part with it yet. But look what we did. Oh, I'm sorry, dog. Sorry, Pistol. We put in 3 of the golden smoke bush. There's another one, and there's another one down there. So what's gonna happen now, and I'm gonna stand back and show you this in a minute, but what'll happen is these are gonna get really big really fast, and I'm gonna not have any backyard neighbors that you can see, and that's what I'm shooting for. So this is another little annual pocket. I'm really liking this little setup. Just so simple, but so pretty, with the white petunias and the, sorry, mosquito, and the diamond frost euphorbia. So this is supposed to be the burgundy smoke bush, but right now, I guess, I don't know if it's just because of how much sun it gets, it's more green, but the new growth is definitely red. And look, this is all black-eyed Susan, so this is going to be a big thing that's going to be totally blooming. I've decided that I really am just not liking lamb's ear anymore. The regular one. It's just so, it gets so discolored, it gets so spindly. So I'm going to pull out all my regular lamb's ear and keep planting it with the Helen Bunstein. Okay, so I did get a new hosta here. I think it's stained glass. And the lady who I bought this from off Facebook was so nice. Her name, I believe, is Shar, and she gave me some very big clumps and also gave me some free ground cover that I thought was just so nice. So here's another golden smoke bush, and the actual variety, this is different than the one that I was gonna get. This one gets taller, is called Golden Spirit, and I wanted one that got 8 to 10 feet, so that's why I got that one. This poor hosta, now that it doesn't have any shade, not looking as happy as it was, but it's gonna get some shade pretty soon. Another big stand of the black-eyed Susans. And then see, look, this is where this is starting to put out. That's the color it will be once it starts growing. Okay, and another, just super full. Love that. And then finally, the last golden smoke bush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up, and I'm going to give you, well, first let me just kind of give you a view this way. Alright, so let me back up. I got something behind me to show you too that's new. But let me back up and show you. So there's one, and that will be covering up basically that part of the house. There's the other smoke bush next to it, the darker one. There's the lighter one. And there's the other one. And there's the final one. What I'll do with this lilac is cut it down once the other smoke bush gets taller, but I just couldn't do it. So I think once this fills in, I think it's gonna be amazing. So like this smoke bush that I have over here, love that Japanese maple too. But look at that smoke bush there. That thing's only like a couple years old. So they're gonna get tall fast. And then I'm gonna have the privacy and the coziness of this garden that I want. Alright, so now we're going to go back over to the biggest shade garden. Okay. Alright, so here we have Dancing Queen. And this one's probably 3 or 4 years old, and boy, it's just really spreading out. And the back one is, I always know these things until I have to come up with them, but, oh gee, Empress Wu, sorry. And then, I don't know if I showed you this last time, but this is a black lace elderberry, and it actually did bloom. But what I'm hoping is this is really going to get up here too. Alright, let me go back this way. For you who haven't had these are Brawallia. And I love that blue color in the shade. I just think that is so awesome. I've never had them before. I actually tried to grow them, and they were very spindly, and I put them out and they just kind of fell apart. And so these 3 I actually bought, and they've been holding up really well. So I really want to grow them from seed next year, and really see if I can get them to be as big as these are, or maybe bigger when I bring them out. This is a new addition. This grass does well in the shade. It's called Bowles Gold, I believe. Let me double check the tag real quick. Here we go. Yeah, Bowles Golden Carex. And I love adding that texture because the hostas get, you know, they're neat. It's neat to have so many hostas. But it's nice also to have a different kind of texture in here. Alright, so let's go back this way. I did put some double pink impatiens in here. I haven't been super impressed because look, see how I mean, that's pretty, but see, it just fell off and they hang upside down. So if you actually want to see one, it breaks it off. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do that again. This hosta is called Rainbow's End, and it always felt like this just looks like it is glowing. It's like so like shiny. I don't know, it just looks different to me than other hostas. And this is called Sweet Woodruff. And I have a friend, Michelle, who lets me come and dig this up every year because it likes to spread in her garden. Let me show you what this patch looks like over here. They do bloom white in the spring, but I haven't really had them bloom very much yet. Alright, so the different hostas. And look at this. First of all, that English ivy, that ivy has been in my basement. It was in my basement all last year, or all last winter, and I just think that that has just really added so much right there. And it's, you know, it's just no maintenance, no care at all, and it's just filling in so nicely, and it's not even getting any sun. And this hydrangea right here is an Annabelle, and I actually grew this from another Annabelle that I got for $1, and the stem stuck down on the ground and laid down there on the ground, and so long that it rooted in, and I dug it up, and look at that thing. I think that is just so pretty. So this hosta right here is called Wee, which I think is so cute because it looks like a slide, right? And I'm pretty sure this is a Crassa Regal. And I think I told the story before on this one about the guy who was moving, and I talked him into digging this up for me. So right now my coleus are in afternoon sun. You know, some coleus, you think of coleus as wanting shade, but there are certain coleus that do well in the sun, and especially the Color Blaze series from Proven Winners can handle the sun. But yeah, these are doing real well, but they just get hot afternoon sun. Okay, so I want to show you what this is looking like now, because I am just, this is like my favorite area right now. So I've gotten some new plants in here just recently, and I just started working on this area. I used to just call it the wild desert because it was hot and dry, and I don't know, it just didn't do well. But now it just, I think the tree there is just making such a difference. But look at all this stuff that's blooming that wasn't blooming last time. Well, these are going to be popping open yellow. And then look, this is the powwow berry echinacea. And I thought this color was very vibrant, and I really thought that it was adding a lot to the garden. Like if you compare it to, you know, that pink, I think it's really adding a lot. I thought it was gone on this side. I planted one on the other side, and look, it's hiding down there, but it's there. I have some snapdragons that are about to open, and the geraniums that I grew from seed are doing well. I really wish you could see this. Don't think that one. Oh, you know what? I have to take you back. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. We have to go back this way because that daylily is open over here, and man, it's beautiful. And this one's not even that big because it's kind of in the shade. But look at it. Look at that daylily. It's the most pretty peach color. And when it's open in this other part over here, it adds so much. So let me get back over here and show you what I've added just recently. Sorry, a little bit sunny in areas. Okay, so this purple is a betony, and it's actually in the lamb's ear family. And you can see, I don't know, maybe you can't see, but there are bees all over it. Well, I found this pink one that matched, and of course, had to have it. So I just got that one. And then let me show you what else. Oh yeah, this one over here is another campanula. I'm really getting to where I just love campanula, and they're like bell-shaped flowers. Sorry if I'm jerking, but I'm in all these mosquitoes. So now these are getting ready to open. Oh, those are so pretty. I don't know which variety this is, but I'm just loving it so much. And look how great it goes with this. So I'm gonna step back so you can see. Let me get back to the gate. I'll give you a little peek over into the veggie garden. My potatoes are about to bloom. My tomatoes have tomatoes on it. Oh, and man, I fertilized my rose. Woo, that's stinky. All right, let me go back this way. So this is just your Purpurea echinacea that's pretty standard. Down here I have a blue salvia, and this is also going to bloom blue, and it is a blue Caryopteris. I actually saw this on Laura from Garden Answer. I loved it. There's also another one that's called, I believe, Pinked, Beyond Pink Caryopteris, but it doesn't go to our zone. So I only have the blue one. But let me stand back here and give you the view over the garden gate from here. Kind of looks like a wildflower field. All right, puppy, move out of the way so I don't accidentally step on you again. I talked about these last time. These are called soapwort, and they grow wild down south. And my mom brought these back for me from Tennessee. And the cool things about them is that they're kind of white, and then the more sun they get, they go more like a pinkish purple. So I think it works really well with what I have in here. And this is that yellow baptisia. And I think this thing looks amazing even when it's not blooming. It is just beautiful. All right, so let me get back out here. Give you the shot back this way. So pretty. Okay, I am going to show you the last thing. I finally got my planter boxes done. And look at this. I can't actually see it right now. I did bubblegum and jazzberry. And this is just an off-brand of sweet potato vine. Let me step back and show you from here where I can actually see. So 4 of those. I think it's going to be amazing when it grows out more. Alright guys, well this was the backyard tour. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. I'll leave you with birdie sounds. I learned today that that bird is called a house wren. I never knew that. Thanks for sharing this with me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.